Okay, take number freaking 3. I've tried 2 times to record this video. First time was with my crappy camera. I spoke for 20 minutes, tried to watch the video on my computer from the SD card, and it did not come out at all. It was a jumble of pink and black and green pixels. It was completely bizarre. So I tried again with this camera, but then the battery died, so I'm trying a third time with it plugged in and charging. We'll see if this works. I'm trying really hard not to sound aggravated, but I am. Alright, so basically, the point of this video is to just give you guys an update on how things are going. They're okay. Things could be better in a lot of ways, but things could also be worse in a lot of ways. To put it simply, excuse me, my lips are chapped as fuck. To put it simply, last year was probably one of the worst and hardest of my life. It was just, I mean, it had its high points. You know, I was able to, I found a new hobby. I was able to write a lot more. I was able to watch my sister graduate high school and get accepted into a really good college. My grandparents moved closer, and I saw a friend of mine that I haven't seen in about 4 or 5 years. Yes, and it's been good, more or less. But there have also been really, really tough things going on. And I try not to let the bad outweigh the good, but just looking back on last year as a whole, the negative stuff tends to stand out. That's the kind of person I am. Depression will do that to you. So, as far as what went wrong last year, I had to drop out of my cosmetology program. We had gone on a trip to the Bonner Brothers hair show in Atlanta around this time last year, almost exactly a year ago now. And I was miserable the whole time. I really was. I mean, I had fun, I bought like a fuck ton of stuff, but just as far as like being social, and I wasn't. I was miserable. And so on the ride home on the bus from Atlanta back here, I was having some really, really negative thoughts. You know how people sarcastically say, "Oh, I'm so stressed I want to shoot myself in the face"? I wasn't being sarcastic when I thought that. Yay, something else you know about me now. So I got off the bus. I spoke with Shane's mom, who was mostly paying for me to go to college. I spoke to my mom, who was paying for supplies and stuff. I spoke to Shane, who's my freaking husband. And I came to the conclusion that right now, at the time, my mental health was much more important than finishing school. Because there's not much point in going to school if you want to off yourself while you're there. That's ridiculous. And it took a bit of convincing from what I remember to get the others to agree to it, but I told them, I'm like, look, I'm not doing this. This is the second time this year that I've had an episode like this. And I'm just not doing it anymore. And so I quit. Next couple of days, I went into the little building, and I spoke to the department head, and I spoke to everyone in class. I was honest with them about why I wasn't coming back. I found out who really cared about me that day. Yeah. It was just overall a positive experience, I'd say. After that, things were kind of leveled off. It was good to be home. It was good to be a wife again and not a roommate. Because, Shane working nights, me going to school during the day, I wouldn't see him for weeks at a time, especially if he was working weekends. Because just our schedules were too different. It was awful. And when we did see each other, we'd just fight. It was just completely wretched. So it was nice to, have the time to myself. It was good to, like I said, be a wife again, see my friends, go and do things that I couldn't do while in school. And for example, I was able to drive up to where my mother, father, and sister are, and I did her hair and makeup for senior portraits, which turned out fantastically. My sister's gorgeous, holy fuck. And then I went back a couple weeks later to do her hair and makeup again. No, that was the same week. I did her hair and makeup again for prom, and then a couple weeks after that, I had gone back up with Shane to see her graduate high school. Which is awesome. I'm really proud of you, Miranda. I don't know if you watch these, but hey. She got into a really good school. They have an acceptance rate of something like, I want to say like 1 in every 1,000 people that apply get in. Really, really good. And she was the first person of her entire senior class in high school to be accepted to a college. Because she's like, not only is she gorgeous, but she's a genius too. What the crap? And then here I am, like, I'm a potato. Oh my god. I know that's not true, but it's what I feel like sometimes. Anyway, and so that was good. She stayed for a couple more weeks over the summer, like she usually does every, like, the past 3-4 summers. And that was good. Not long after that, I won't get too into detail, but family stuff on Shane's side was at an extreme low. And the stress of the situation was affecting him in such a way that he was not able to function at work, basically, without having mental issues. Again, I won't go into details, because he probably doesn't want me telling you all this, but, oh well. And just different... He had to take 2 months off of work because of the BS going on with his family. And just the stress of it affected him in a really big way. And so he took 2 months off work, and he got paid, but not enough. So we were really struggling. In fact, if it wasn't for his mom, we would probably have been even deeper in shit. But regardless, there was that, and then when he finally went back to work, about a month after he went back, they said, "There's no work for you guys. You're going to have all of December and half of November off." And he's like, "Cool, okay." That's called a furlough, when you are still employed but you're not working. They give you like a basic salary, or they're supposed to. These people don't know what they're doing. I don't know shit about business. I don't know shit about building what they build or doing what they do. But I feel like I could run this company better than these new owners. It's just ridiculous what's been going on. Regardless. And so, they're like, yeah, you'll have this much time off. And he goes, cool. And so Shannon and I made plans for that entire time off. And the last couple of days before the time off started, work basically said, nope, fuck you. It's been pushed back 2 weeks. Okay. And so Shane told them, he's like, look, I have made plans for every single day of this time off that you guys promised, swore up and down, that I would have. And so they allowed him to take that much time off. But because, I think what it is because it wasn't officially a furlough, it was unpaid time off. We didn't get paid at all for about 3-4 weeks. Which, again, sucked. Especially around Christmas. God. But, and so he went back to work. He was at work for 1 day. And then he came home and said, guess he's on furlough again. Motherfuckers. And so he was forced to take another week or two off of work, which we spent with my mother, but that's not relevant. And he still hasn't gotten his payment for that. What they did is, instead of just paying him like they're fucking supposed to, they made everyone go through the unemployment office. and he's home, so I'll finish this later. Alright, we're back. Having to keep my voice down because Shane's home now, and he's listening. What was I talking about? Ew. Thanks, babe, you threw me off. Right, work sucks, money sucks, I'm trying to find a job, which sucks. Everything just kind of sucks right now. But what is surprising is that despite everything sucking, I'm doing okay. I'm not, you know, wanting to hurt myself or anyone else. I'm not wanting to, you know, just say, fuck it. You know, I'm trying to get out of the house more. I'm trying to keep myself busy versus, you know, sleeping all day and feeling sorry for myself. Which still happens, but, you know. But yeah, I'm not sure why. The past couple of weeks, I'd say since about late January, I've been in a really good mood. Like, it's strange for me to be in a good mood, and it shouldn't be. But it is. That's what life with depression's like. What else happened last year? Oh, we got another cat. Oh. Sirius, come here. I'm talking about you, buddy. Come here. I'm gonna go get you. I'm gonna get you. Run, come on. Come here, Fuzzy. No, come here.
You still making a video?
Trying to. The cat is not cooperating. So, but yeah, a black cat turned up on our porch in mid-September. Just out of nowhere was this little black cat. It just had to be a black cat. I've always wanted a black cat. Just, you know, with Halloween coming and people in this neighborhood being complete fuckheads, I took him in so nothing would happen to him. And after the two cats hissed at him and hid the entire time we kept him in the house the first time, Shane and I decided that we couldn't keep him. And I had a little bit of a mental breakdown over that. I was not exactly in a good place. So we kept him in our bedroom, completely isolated from everybody for, I want to say, a month and a half, 2 months, a while. After Halloween passed, I kept trying to, you know, I put ads out on Facebook, I put out, you know, notices on Tumblr, Instagram, everything. And no one wanted him. Which is really depressing. But what I don't understand is that when we found him, he had a little blue collar around his neck, which means that he belonged to somebody. And I don't know about y'all, but if I lost my cat, I'd be banging on every single door like, hey, have you seen my cat? Nothing. Not a word. And again, I put notices out like, hey, I found a cat. Nothing. So, after a couple of months, I wasn't paying attention and I let him out of the room without knowing it, and everything's fine. The other two are still not fond of him. I think Mulan hates him. Loki tolerates him. You know, and they'll fight and they'll scrap and all that, but for the most part, it's been really good. I have a picture of him, since he's not cooperating. Hang on. We had to take him to the vet to get his shots and all that, and they took a picture of him. Isn't he cute? He's like 3 times that size now, and I think he's barely a year old. He's huge. Like, my god, the size of this cat. So yeah, there was that. I think that was about it for last year. Last year sucked. Like, big time. Um, I've tried to record this so many times, I'm not sure what I've talked about and what I haven't. I guess I'll repeat myself and cut it out if I have to. In mid-October, around Halloween, Shane's father passed away. Complications from a surgery. I'm not going to get into details. So, that's been awful. And just, last year was really, really hard. It was probably one of the worst years of our lives. But, you know, we stuck it out. And, like I said, nowadays, stuff is still sucky. It's not much better. But I'm feeling better. And I think that's what matters. Just for the first time in a really long time, I have hope for the future. Which is a huge deal for me. I never have been able to think that way. I told Shane once, if you have no expectations, they're always exceeded. He said, that's fucked, Tori. You shouldn't think that way. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's what life with depression and anxiety does. And a whole lifetime of being disappointed, but I'm not getting into that. So yeah, for this year, I plan on going back to school. I will not be returning to cosmetology. I will be doing nails. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? I'll be doing nails. I'll be getting my tech certificate, which I believe takes 2 semesters. And I don't need any other classes like math or computers, which I flunked out of computers because I'm an idiot, but I flunked out of the computer class because I was visiting my sister for the prom and picture makeup and stuff at the time of the final, which was online. Completely forgot about it. So I emailed the professor, teacher, whoever, and asked him, hey, can I retake it? And he goes, sure. And I forgot to take it again, because I'm a fucking idiot. But, you know, it's no big deal. I can always take the class again. I can't always, you know, there was only one time I'd be able to help my sister out with her prom, you know? Maybe my priorities are wrong, but, you know, I think that my family should come first. So yeah, I'll be going back to school, hopefully in the fall. We'll have to figure out how we're gonna pay for this shit, but, we'll get there. Something else I plan on doing, I'd like to get a job. I've got a couple of applications out, at different places. I'll have to follow up on those within the next few days. But yeah, I've been doing more writing. I've been doing more, not drawing, that whole adult coloring thing. I've been doing a fuck ton of that. And I'd really like to get back into the swing of things, you know, regularly putting out drawings and videos and different things. I've got a ton of stuff planned for this year for the channel. Like, I'm gonna be doing, like, more stuff with the bones, which hopefully have not been completely liquefied by now, because come St. Patrick's Day, or around then, I will have had my first set for a solid year, and they're still in the bucket. Although not with water, but they are still in the bucket, so that's going to smell lovely. It's just been too cold to work on them, and I want to. I think about it all the time. It's too freaking cold. The second set, however, which I picked up in July-ish? It depends on what color my hair was. I'll have to look back. Then I'll know. But yeah, those have been sitting in a bucket full of water for probably too long. They're degreasing. It's full of Dawn and fat. But, well, I plan on doing more of those. There's a cat licking my foot. Elon, don't do that! I'll be doing a ton of gaming stuff, which is what this was supposed to be when I started. But I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do other things too, because my channel, my rules. I'll do what the fuck I want. But yeah, I'm planning on doing Soma, Undertale. Next weekend I'll be filming that. Oh my god, what a good game. Holy shit. I'll be doing, like, makeup and nail polish reviews. I'll be doing, you know, showing off different things I've bought. I bought like 3 corsets I'd like to show off. Just different things. But I'm really hoping that this year will be better than the last. And I'm hoping that with this new attitude I have, it will be. So yeah, every time I say take a shot, you'll be dead by the end of the video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe and like and do all that shit. That's annoying. If you want to, do it. If you don't, don't. Whatever. ADD strikes again. I'm going to go before I completely just zone out. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.